bing bong. The shit that looks
Bro,
super.
I feel like he has like the aura right now. Like,
DDP?
I don't think he can be beat.
DDP?
Yeah.
You don't think he could be beat?
No, like I just think he's got like some crazy aura and momentum right now.
So if he fought Hamzat, you don't think he could be beat?
No.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekly scraps. We got the boys in the hood. What's good? Dennis, what up? Jake, what up?
What up?
Yo, 12-hour time difference. That don't stop us.
Taking some medicine right now. Before we,
Wait, is that a Zin? Is that a Zin?
Snooze.
This one's a Velo.
They call it snooze out here.
So, funny story. We'll let Dennis tell it.
So, all right, I'm gonna start with this. We went to like a dispensary for nicotine pouches. It's basically like a weed dispensary, but just nicotine pouches, like every brand, every milligram. So we bought a bunch. One of them, it was like an extreme one, which is 150 milligrams
Of nicotine.
of nicotine in one pouch.
What the fuck?
It's like extreme. The people were like, yo, when you like stay home when you take this one. Like just sit on the couch and relax. So we come home, we start opening them up last night, but everything's in Thai, bro, and none of them have the milligrams on it. So we don't know which one is which, what has this milligram, what has that milligram. So we're just playing Russian roulette with them. Aljo's a nicotine fiend. So we're on the couch chilling, watching fights. We got Zalik here. He's one of the guys on the show, one of the Russians, crazy ass dude. Aljo pops in two of one of the pouches.
Frosty Grape.
Bro.
Frosty Grape.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll never
oh.
forget that name.
Is this it? Yeah, this
this
one
is
right
it.
here. Just so y'all know to never take this. Aljo pops in two, bro.
Because I do like 2 or 3 of like the 9 or the 14s.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I barely feel anything. So I thought I was Gucci, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, after like, I asked Aljo, I'm like, yo, you feel anything yet? He's like, nah, nothing yet. Bro, after 2-3 minutes, I just see him hunched over like this. I already knew right away. You got the Russian guy. Yeah, Aljo's like a zombie, bro. The Russian guy just keeps talking, like, going to his translator, putting the phone in Aljo's ear, so like the translator like talks to him, like nonstop, like typing paragraphs in his phone. I see Aljo, I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, nah. I see him sweating profusely, bro, like he just finished the workout. I'm like, nah. Aljo's hunched over, bro. This Russian guy's with the translator in his ear. I'm just laughing in my head. I'm like,
FaceTime,
oh,
the last one.
Yeah. He FaceTimes his dad, like 6 of his boys group FaceTime, talking to Aljo. Aljo's like,
I'm like, Salega Salam. Salega Salam.
I see Aljo just get up. I see him get up. And he went in the other room, and I tell the Russian dude, I'm like, yo, he's yakking right now. Aljo's in there for like 5 minutes. He comes back. I'm like, yo, you threw up? He's like, bro, I had to.
Had to get the poison out.
My man was throwing all that up.
That was rough. I thought I had like an immunity or something. I don't know. I'll take one. I'll take a 14. Dennis is like, yo, I had to spit it out. I had to like spit it out because I can't. I'm like, what? I don't even feel
Bro,
nothing.
if I have a 6 right now, I'll have that exact same reaction.
A 6?
Nah, that's crazy.
Because I don't take them ever anymore. So
That's
if I have a 6,
Some soft shit,
I'll
bro.
be fucking cooked.
You gotta get one of these
definitely.
icy grapes.
Oh my God.
Change your life.
You should do that and
Bro.
post that on TikTok.
That'd be like taking like mushrooms or some shit.
Yeah, you know how they did the cinnamon challenge, the scoop of the cinnamon?
Yeah.
You should do that, like a 150 milligram challenge,
Just go around, give them to random people.
and just see how long before
Yo.
the reaction.
Bring those back. That's actually a great idea.
Just give them to people on the street.
Nah, we
Just
might
like,
get a lawsuit.
yo, I'll give you-
I might get a lawsuit after
Just
that.
be like, yo, I'll give you $250 if you can last 10 minutes with this fucking nicotine pouch.
That's a
without
good
people.
challenge, bro.
That is a good challenge. But we'll just make
That would
everyone
go
throw up.
stupid.
Because no one's doing it, so you're not losing money.
I'll even give them 500.
Yeah.
Bro,
Double
'cause
your money.
15 people will fail, and then like the last guy will get it.
I don't think anyone,
And then you
especially in
just-
America, bro, nobody's handling that. We don't have strong
You
nicotine
gotta
in America.
no, but you gotta have like the final boss be like somebody who's known for like doing mad zins. You know
Maybe
what I
like
mean?
some
on the
Russian or
internet.
Georgian or something.
Maybe Vato.
Like Watto.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
He probably only starts to feel it at like 300 milligrams.
Nah, he told me the one he'll get in like I forgot what country, but he said he used to do like 22s, 24s.
That's not 150 though.
Nah, it's not 150. That's what I'm saying. Like the 150 hits you different, bro.
That's fucking crazy, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
But he took two.
I would never do that.
Yo,
That's 300. He
Nah.
took one out.
was
I'm
that
like,
the 150 though? Is that the
I don't
150?
know. I don't know.
That was either 60 or
Or 150.
Yeah, pass me that phone.
Bro, how do you like just YOLO it like that? Be like, I don't know which one is the 150, so I'm just gonna pop
it's a
2 of these in
dangerous
my mouth.
game
Russian
of Russian roulette.
Bro.
Very fitting for
Fuck
where we're
that.
at right now. Icy
that's
grade.
Yo, these Russians are
Fucking-
crazy on the show, bro. I had no idea what.
Wait,
we
yeah,
got into.
so what the fuck are you guys doing?
What's the name brand of that one?
Nobody knows.
This one is
Fetters. So say that again, Jake.
What are you guys like up to out there?
This is 50 milligrams, bro.
This one's 50.
Yeah, 50.
Damn. So imagine 150.
Bro.
That would have been like taking 3 of these.
100 was way too much. Way too much. Yeah. So basically, we'll give you guys a rundown. This happened in like the 11th hour, right before midnight. These guys called me up. The next thing you know, they're asking me if I could do the show, replacing Marab. Marab had some personal reasons he had to withdraw from the show to be a contestant against Piotr Jan. We'll get into the funny stuff about this too. I'm like, yo, bro, I got mad things I gotta do. I got the WSWA event, which we got gold for Funk Harbor. We got gold. We actually got an award for the tasting competition, which I'm super
That's
happy
sick.
about because this is like one of the most prestigious awards you can get in the liquor industry, and we got it for this guy.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty badass. It might seem like, well, I don't know what that is. I don't really know, but it's a good thing. You know what I mean? So
No surprise here though, Jake.
this is a good product, man. So I was supposed to go to that. I paid a couple $1,000s for that, for this cutout board, backdrop with, they call it a step and repeat board, where it's like the logo all over it. I'm learning all this thing as in real time, like, what's this? What's this? I'm like, oh, I've seen that before. Now I know. We had the tablecloth for the booth, for the tasting, for people to come up, sample. And I was supposed to be there talking to people, meeting distributors, getting contacts so that we can start to expand across the states. Because right now we're only in 5 states for distribution. And then people could get it over all the states, most of the states. I think there's 5 states we don't ship to with the company that we're with, for the fulfillment company. With that said, I paid a lot of money, man. So I was like, yo, bro, there's no way I'm about to just cancel this. We did all this coordination, but long story short, they convinced me. They threw over 6 figures at me, and I was just like, damn, you just threw the bag at me. And it just, I caught it, and it just hit me. I was like, I need a little more. And then it hit me some more. I was like, all right, I think I gotta go. Babe, I think we're going to fucking Thailand. So, yeah, we ended up packing my bags. I had to go to the movie premiere, which was actually a really good movie for an indie film. I thought it was really good. A lot of positive feedback from the people that were there. People that, people say this to your face. I wouldn't tell you this if I really didn't think it was good. I just wouldn't say anything at all. But they were coming up to us, telling us how well we did. So I'm excited for people to go watch that. Apple TV, Amazon, if you want to check it out, it's called Grace Point. And I had to go from LA, fly back to, and I was supposed to do a tasting the very next day in Costa Mesa, and then fly back home. I had to cancel that.
Oh man.
And this is a big account, which I'm really excited about the opportunity to work with this guy. He's from New York, and he doesn't need our product. He's just like, yo, you're a good guy. I heard you on Ariel Hawani. I want to taste the product, and I'll replace X, Y, Z. I'm not going to say the company's names. He's going to replace the products that he has with some of these other accounts with our stuff. And I'm like, yo, that would be fire.
Wow.
So he needs to try it first to make sure it pairs well with the stuff that he wants to make it with. So this is a huge account, potentially a huge account, like a couple thousands of dollars like of sales for the year. Easy. Boom.
Nice.
So that'd be solid to get. So I canceled on him. Rebecca's going to go out there and handle it. She's going to rep the account for that and do that. And then we flew back to Vegas. Once we got back to Vegas, bro, I took a nap, woke up, cut my hair, go time, packing everything. Like, yo, I just think I just need a bunch of shorts, threw a bunch of shit in. And it's called Alf Reality.
What does it stand for?
I have no idea. It used to be hype.
Okay, that's the
same
fight promotion.
Yeah, so I think it's all the same people because I saw Alfredo for hype when those guys were fighting in the cage. Where you see all the crazy dudes choking each other out. He's on my team. He's Alec. He's funny as hell. He's a funny Dagestani guy. But he's cool. He's definitely different, but a vibe, and seems down to earth. But yeah, that's the show, man. We got all this crazy shit happening, and now they're offering me to fight Piotr Jan with small gloves, not even puffy gloves. I'm like, I don't even know if this is like legally okay for us to do. Like, I know Hamzat and Sharyukin did a wrestling match. I'm like, I'm down to grapple all day long, or I'll spar him, but I'm not. MMA gloves, like, I get cuts and everything. I'm
That's
like,
basically a fight.
We're basically fighting. He's like, how much to pay you to do this? I'm just like, let me talk with my manager first and see if this is even a thing that we can even do. One, and then two, I didn't come here to fight. You know? I came here to coach. This was not part of the agreement, you know? I gotta like mentally prepare for that. Like, okay, I gotta like switch my gears. I'm over here hanging out with Jan in the house and at the gym. I'm thinking like, all right, we're cordial for now. And now they're like, yeah, you wanna fight him? I'm like, yo, what? I tell you what, Jan is definitely down. He's with the shits. I'm like, I want to fight and get real money. Let me not say real money because I'm pretty sure if they could afford it, if they really, really wanted to. But I want to fight on a big international stage. You know what I mean? So that's in discussions.
I don't think the UFC would allow that shit.
I don't think the UFC will allow it either. I think they'll be pretty pissed off if we did it. But we'll see what happens because we got to finish those conversations and go from there. But that's my story. And we're here. I hit Dennis up. Oh yeah, I called up Dennis on FaceTime like mad times. He wasn't picking up. And then he called me back. He was sleeping. I was like, oh shit, he's actually asleep. So it was, what was it, like 11? So it had to be like damn near 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, bro, I throw you some cash. You wanna come to Phuket with me? Because he's like, what?
I'm like in a daze. I'm like, huh? I see my phone. Paula, my fiance, wakes me up. She's like, yo, you keep getting calls. I'm like, yo, who's calling me right now? I see like Aljo, 5 missed FaceTimes, 3 missed calls. I check the text, like, alert, paging Catman, because he calls me Catman, because I love cats. I'm like, nah, he threw out the cat signal, like, I know this is serious. I call him back, I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, bro, you want to come to Thailand? I'm like, what?
For 3 weeks?
Yeah. And then I'm like, bro, I don't know. He's like, I'll throw you some bread. I'm like, all right, fuck, like.
Nah. He said, yo, there's lady boys, and then you're like, all right, I'm down.
Sign me up, that's it.
I was like, there's money, there's lady boys.
I was on the fence.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
So coconut means that's what they call it out here. They call it the coconut. I'm like, nah. I'm good, bro. I'm good with coconut.
What's the coconut?
Jake, come on.
Yeah, come on. Follow this, you know? You ever play charades?
Out here? Out there?
That's everywhere. This?
Wow.
You didn't know this?
I don't know. I thought Asia was excluded from that whole thing.
Come on. Goyim.
Yo, if my rabbi sees that, he's going to extradite me from the community.
It's over, bro. You got to cut your curls.
Frosty's great. Oh my God.
Fucking, you guys want to talk about fights?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're here in beautiful Phuket. I was actually going to try to go out to the fights, but I asked for tickets. They gave me 2. But then I looked at the prices. I'm like, yo, and it's 1 or 2 layovers. I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can do layovers right now, bro. I need like a direct.
You're not going to take 2 layovers to watch Strickland versus DDP rematch?
Honestly, the card is kind of mid, if I'm being honest. Like, as a fight fan, the card is kind of mid. And that's not saying, like, for a pay-per-view is mid. Let me say that. For a fight night, whatever, this is great. But for a pay-per-view, this is not the greatest. It's super top-heavy. Main event, the co-main event. Honestly, it's kind of like a boxing card. Mm-hmm. But, you know, respect to all the fighters, of course. But for a pay-per-view event, I'm looking to see a couple of name value to like matchups that mean something for the divisions, rankings, things like that, like pivotal moments in guys' careers. Like that's what I typically like pay-per-views for, but this is not it. But I would like to see Taporia. He's he's a younger brother.
Older.
Oh, he is the older brother.
Yeah.
He's like me and Troy. Except I'm the older brother. But yeah, I would like to see that. I want to see how he does. I don't know. He's fighting one of Volk's guys too, which is interesting.
It's like we got Volk versus Ilya at home type of fight.
It's actually mad crazy.
Yeah. I'm super excited to see his UFC debut. Also because they talk about his Alexandre's past opponents' records. They say like he fought like scrubs. It was like 19-90 or something, right? Like his opponent's record, something like that.
But he has one loss, so I mean,
But I think that was at 170.
Ah,
So he got TKO'd at 170 because I remember reading about it.
what the fuck's he fighting at 170?
I know, that's crazy, yeah.
It's like that Zala kid. His record is like 16-14. He's like, yo, I just fight, no real training. I just take fights. He's fighting up like 10
Heavyweights.
kilograms, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's nuts. But yeah, let's get into it. We got the main event.
Yeah, well, how do you think Strickland versus DDP is gonna go? I actually never saw the first fight.
No?
Nah.
First one was a banger, I thought.
It was a good fight, very close.
I don't know. I feel like Strickland is in a pretty good place mentally. I saw that clip with him bringing up the fan, sparring with him. The little guy was really trying to take his head off. Though. Sean like teed him up to the body. I mean, Strickland, he had the Paulo Costa fight. Then he fought again after that, or it was just Costa?
I think it was just Costa. Yeah, because nothing else is coming to mind.
Because he wouldn't fight again. He was like, nah, I'm getting a title shot.
Yeah.
I just beat Paulo Costa. Yeah, I remember that.
And honestly, that fight wasn't all too impressive. It was a lot of teep kicks, a lot of jabs. So there's not much for me to gauge in terms of like improvement or like, because if that's the strategy for this one, like I don't know.
Right. But DDP, it's so weird, bro. Like when he fought Izzy, you'd think Izzy is Izzy, and he'll just pick him apart. But DDP just DDPs, bro, and just blitzes with his head down and somehow catches guys and like throws them off their game. Hard to time, hard to get a rhythm on, and then he'll just kind of like muscle you down and then submit you or finish you.
Yeah, hit you with that bing bong. Shit that looks super ugly.
I feel like he has like the aura right now. Like
DDP?
I don't think he can be beat.
DDP?
Yeah.
You don't think he could be beat?
No, like I just think he's got like some crazy aura and momentum right now.
So if he fought Hamzat, you don't think he could be beat?
Fuck no, he kills Hamza.
That would be an interesting fight. But
But honestly, like I think he might have a chance, low key.
For sure he has a chance, of course.
He's a big, strong dude.
Yeah.
He's a hard guy to get out, I feel like. And like Hamza gasses, and I feel like DDP's gassing has like been pretty good lately. So I don't know. I feel like Hamza has to get him out of there in the first round, which is a tough task.
Yeah, but for Strickland, I don't really know what the path. Like, what's the strategy here? I don't even know what the strategy was in the last one. Obviously, punch him more than he punches you, but it was a super close fight. So now, with the grappling factor, and we got to see how that looked, he still has to worry about not being taken down and controlled, because I think if he gets taken down and controlled, he's going to lose a couple of rounds that way. And then he's going to have to really go for it on the feet. And I don't know. It's such a tough fight to call just based on the last one that they had. But then looking at Sean's last fight, yeah, he got to get in there while DDP didn't compete since then, right? That's the last time he fought was no, he fought Izzy.
He fought Izzy,
and he actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, that was October, I think.
Yeah, this is tough, man. I feel like what Jake is saying has got some truth to it. Like he's in a kind of a groove. He's in his bag right now.
Finishing guys.
Finishing guys.
Whitaker, Izzy, like the best in the division.
Multiple ways.
Yeah.
Knockouts, chokes. Like, bro, like, how does Sean Strickland... I feel like who's the scarier guy?
Yeah, I mean, DDP, we'd say for sure he's the finisher.
I think it's body work, bro. I think Strickland's going to need to invest in the body. Get back. I think what happened in the first fight, he was using those teeps and push kicks, and then he kind of got away from it now that I'm thinking about it. And I think he's going to need to stay on that for all 5 rounds to really zap the energy from DDP. Otherwise, it's going to look more like the first fight again. And I mean, he's not going to wrestle him and take him down and then look to ground and pound him. I mean, maybe if he trips up and gets into a dominant position and lands some good strikes. But I think from what we've seen, it looks like DDP has the edge. Obviously, I train in Vegas. I see Sean all the time. So I have a little bit of a bias. But in terms of just facts, I think DDP on paper is the more, I don't want to say proven, but has been more solid lately. So
I think he does have more tools to win also.
yeah, for sure.
With the grappling, with the heavy hitting, with the weird rhythm and movement. Like, we know what Strickland's going to do basically, right? Like, what's he going to really change up?
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I think he's going to really have to invest in the body, open up with more combinations. Obviously, that leaves you more vulnerable to getting clinched up. But he's going to have to put DDP on his back foot a lot to really seize momentum and keep DDP at bay so that he doesn't charge forward with those bungalow thumping punches that he uses and grabs him and takes him down. It's going to be a good fight. I'm wanting Strickland to win, but for just looking at it as a analyst, I feel like this is DDP's fight to win.
Plus, in Australia,
lose, I should
closer to his time zone and geographically too, right?
Yeah, but they went out there a little early.
Okay.
So him and Nick Sig, they did a good job with that, getting out there early to acclimate and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think that's the assessment I have. I really do think his path to victory, he has to attack the body. If anything, a big guy like that, you got to try to get him to gas early. You got to invest in the body, and I think it's going to pay dividends. I don't know about the calf kicks really. I think it's more risky because if he falls, slips in that octagon, then he just puts himself in a bad position. Unless he could do it smart where he could touch him and move, but then you give DDP the chance to, all right, you touch and move, now I'm taking ground. You kick again, now I'm taking ground. So it just gives him an opportunity to keep closing that gap. So he has to really keep the pressure on him, attack the body, stay long, and then staying in his face. I think that's his best path to victory, in my opinion.
Who's the co-main?
Co-main, Weili and,
and Tatiana
Suarez.
I'm actually more excited about that fight, honestly.
I am too, because this is intriguing, right? This is like, will the known high pace volume of Tatiana, just the wrestling. She's like the Marab, you know what I mean, of the female division. She's going to impose her will the entire time. The striking is the one thing that worries me. If she's going to be disciplined and not let the moment get to her where she gets outside of herself trying to strike and do too much striking, I should say. You got to strike. You got to close the gap to get a good solid takedown. You don't want to shoot from too far. So you got to punch your way in or kick your way in, and then she can look for some opportunities to clinch her up, put her in the cage, make it a dirty boxing fight, but she has to be careful in the clinch because we've seen Weili, she has some really good elbows in close proximity. So with that, I think it's a really interesting fight, but I think if Tatiana gets her down, I think we have a new champion. I think she could get it down early enough in one of the rounds. She could do enough damage where she can win the fight.
And change the momentum with that grappling.
Yes.
The top pressure. Wow, interesting.
Who did Weili fight that was really close? Amanda Lemos, right?
No, she dominated her.
The whole time?
Yeah.
She had some vicious ground and pound in that one. But there was another that was in Boston.
Was it the Yan Xiang or something? The other Chinese girl?
Xiaonan, yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
Where Xiaonan had her back, right? I don't think she's known for her wrestling. I think Tatiana, with the collegiate style wrestling that she has, that's what really poses the problem. She has good control, and she's mean, bro. You look at her eyes when she's at the face-offs, bro. Just not the face-offs, when she's in the cage and they're announcing her name, she's like locked in, zoned in. I'm like, yo, she flips a switch, I've talked to her about this too. She's just like, I'm just killing her. I just want to kill her. I just want to kill her. You want to fight me? I want to kill you. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she flips a fucking switch.
That's that Latina aggression.
For real.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I would like to see good things happen for her and Patchy. That would be huge for her career. Changing up the guards too, mixing up the division with a new champ at the top of the helm. But again, Weili's a veteran, experienced. She has some good things. It's just if she gets taken down, I do think Tatiana should have her way with doing damage in those positions.
I'm very excited for that fight,
It's
actually.
kind of crazy that Rose beat Weili twice, but Weili's just killed everybody else.
Rose is such a she's like the Michael Johnson of the division. It's so crazy. She'll beat like the best people and then somehow lose to someone you'd expect her to just dominate.
Yeah. And then she lost to Esparza, and then Esparza got dominated.
Yeah, destroyed by
But
Weili.
that fight where she lost to Esparza was like the most boring fight of all time. Like neither
Ever.
of them threw anything.
I mean, was it more boring than Izzy versus Yoel Romero?
Honestly, I think so. Which is saying a lot.
Because at least they threw one thing. I legit, we were there. I was with you cage side for Rose versus
Esparza.
and I was like legitimately cage side at a UFC pay-per-view, falling asleep, dead. I swear to God.
It was pretty bad.
I had a few drinks before. I was coming down, and it was like a snooze fest. And it was right after Chandler fucking front kicked Tony Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was such a letdown after that. Like it was like,
That adrenaline dump had to be crazy.
bro, I swear I was like dozing off, standing up, watching that shit.
Wow.
That's when Michael Chandler took like that long time off, tracing the Conor McGregor fight.
Yo, you saw that video of Conor spitting in the guy's face?
Nah,
You didn't see it?
I've like seen headlines about it, but I don't think I've actually seen the video.
Bro, Conor's walking through one of the, I think it was the Wynn, right?
One of the casinos,
One
probably
of
the win.
One of the casinos in Vegas with the, like 20 security guards, like his entourage. And he's walking, hands in his pockets, slow motion. Some guy goes, "Let's go, Khabib," starts like chanting. Conor just like pauses. And you could like tell like that conversation in his head, like, yo, should I just walk away? He said, nah, fuck that. He turned around, slow motion, walking to the guy slow, hands in his pockets. The guy's like this, like smiling, all happy and shit, thinking he did something. Conor just goes right face to face, spits right in his face. Yo,
The guy was licking his lips.
my man goes, yeah, bro. Conor's like, I spit in your face. What you do? Nothing. And then just walks away slow motion. I was
his
like,
hands in his
yo,
pockets
this is
still.
hysterical right now. My man's catching another lawsuit.
Can you get a lawsuit for that though?
I think it's technically assault.
How?
That's assault,
I guess it's like contact, you know, like your spit.
bro. Fuck that.
He was
You
just
know?
talking
Like
though.
the NBA, this is like the same thing.
The other guy.
No, Conor was just talking and he happened to spit while he was talking.
That's a good argument. But Conor did say, I spit in your face.
Yeah, while he was talking.
Imagine-
That's true.
Imagine Conor trying to make that argument in court. Get on up. Talking, mate. I was just talking and the spit came out of my mouth.
And I noticed it, and then I just tell him I spit in your face. What he do? Nothing. So you got to watch that clip on Instagram. So I read a lot of the comments. I see both sides, right? As a professional athlete, someone that has control for the most part. You know, I haven't really been tested too much, except that one time in Australia where I wanted to take that guy down to the bathroom and beat the fuck out of him. But he wasn't gonna come. But that's another story.
Pause.
No, it's not a pause. The guy was gonna get it.
Oh my god.
Goyim style.
Shing!
You're gonna
I was gonna give him the
give
Shador.
it to him?
Give him that Shador, baby. But yet, so reading the comments, a lot of people are just saying, oh, lawsuit. I'm like, what has the world come to where it's just a bunch of freaking pansies that are just so, yeah, I get it's an easy way to get paid, but it's also like, where's your like pride and dignity of just like the guy is living his life. Your moment to actually have some type of impactful connection is to try to heckle the guy. So you want to go to heckle the guy, and then you get, I don't want to say get what you deserve, but you get a reaction that you probably didn't think was going to happen, but then it does happen. You're the antagonist here. Now you're the antagonist, so you get met with the same type of energy, not one that you liked, obviously, clearly. And then your first instinct is, well, not that guy's, but people were saying, oh, just lawsuit. I could taste the money or whatever. And it was just like, it's just such a soft way of like how society has gone to do stuff like that. It takes away the fun for the athletes to want to be out in public. Like, this is why sometimes I don't even like taking pictures with people, because I don't know what you're actually trying to do. You know, if you're there to try to make jokes or whatever with your friends behind the scenes, okay, behind the scenes, whatever. But I don't know what your actual intentions are. And I think that's what makes it tough for celebrities to go out. And it's not like he's talking shit to anybody. The Khabib fight happened how many years ago? That's your way of trying to get a reaction, is just let me be a dickhead? I don't know. I see both sides. Like, remember, the era I grew up in, I was born in '89, was you talk shit, you get hit. From elementary school to middle school to high school, even a little bit in college. Like, it's just changed so drastically. Like, now, no one wants to be a man about anything. They just rather, now I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna bother you, and then I'm gonna be a bitch and then hide behind the law to get at you. So we have to do a better job, obviously, protecting our energy and not letting that happen. But then are we not entitled to live a life like everybody else does? Like, yeah, our job is to entertain, but that doesn't give you the authority and the right to just be a complete, like, prick for no reason. Like, why are you being a prick for no reason? Like, there's nothing happening here. If it was an MMA event, maybe I could understand that. Emotions are high, you're riled up. But the guy's just walking through the damn casino. What are we talking about? It's like, I don't know. It's just,
you should legally be allowed to smack the fuck out of him.
I agree. Just a quick slap,
that
just to
would
check
stop
him.
that- Like, none of this would happen if it was legal for Conor to slap him.
100%, of course. The guy wouldn't say a word. Just, oh, Conor, I love you. I'm a huge fan.
yeah, like even
And then Conor wouldn't have spit in his face.
Yeah.
So there's no altercation.
like when I grew up, my parents would say, like, if we got into a fight with each other, my brothers, remember, I got a big ass family, like 20, maybe 20 plus siblings. If we get into a fight, they would ask, like, who did what, even though we'll both still get our ass whooped. But it's like, if you did something and you started, you deserved it.
Yeah.
You get what, you
Yeah,
reap what you sow.
logically,
Like,
yeah.
that's just how we were raised. So you kind of go out there, these people have no freaking home training. It's like, yo, who raised you? Like, you're raised by, I don't know, like, where's your respect? Where's your manners? You, like, I don't know. I was raised on good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Before you talk to somebody or address somebody, like, there's just, I don't know. The society has gone so far in the States where there's just like, it seems like there's none of that, where people actually have honest upbringings and are just personable people. They're just looking for a clip. Now that guy's famous, you taste the Conor's saliva. Hopefully he was doing cocaine, smoking some gas, and his breath tastes like shit, and you have to deal with that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It's just stupid. Or maybe it was minty fresh.
He definitely got a contact high off of that.
Right.
That's fucking.
But yeah, honestly, like, I'm gonna just add to that, bro. Like, people say, like, oh, you're professionals, you gotta act like a professional. But bro, we're human, you know? Like, regular people will be driving in the street and they get road rage, someone cuts them off, people get into fights, these people get into shootouts over the dumbest things. Like, imagine getting antagonized every day, everywhere you are. Why? Because you're well known, because you're a professional fighter and it's a green light to antagonize the guy, and then nothing happens back because he's a professional, you know, then it's shunned upon to the athlete or the celebrity. I just think it's a double standard, and it's not really, it's just illogical. It makes no sense, in my opinion, at least, as a fighter myself, you know. And then of course, Aljo's, the hate comments or whatever that he's got is next level. But I'm just saying, me on a smaller scale, like, it drives me crazy, and I know it does to every fighter too. It's just super annoying. So it gets to a point where it's just like, you know, this shit's just bothering my energy. I want to cut this shit off.
It makes you not even want to go outside. It's just like, I walk around with no security. I'm glad I don't get people coming up to me doing all kinds of crazy shit, because then now I gotta be forced to go with security to protect my own self from doing something stupid and protect everything I've actually worked for and earned, while you can just come up to me and be a prick and make some money out of just being a complete asshole off of laziness and doing nothing with your
Right.
life.
Basically trying to steal it from you.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
the way I
basically,
feel.
yeah, that's like theft, bro. I'm protecting my property. Like, I'm not getting my stuff stolen. That's the way, like, my brain literally works when I think about it. Like, you're trying to antagonize me so I could hit you or spit on you or whatever, and you sue me to try to take my money. You're basically trying to set me up to get robbed. That's literally the way my brain works.
Shit is soft.
You gotta think of it that way.
That is how I think of it. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. You know, I might be stupid, but
And I know the comments are probably gonna say, but you know everything that comes with this. I'm like, yeah, but you also know what comes with this. Why is it okay for you to be a freaking prick? Like, why is that okay? Why is that not shunned upon? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Again, if it was at an event and something like, I think there's a little bit more leeway with that, because you paid your money, you're there for the event, you're the supporter of somebody else. Okay, whatever. Enjoy the event. But now I'm living my life and you're in my personal space. There's something to be said about that. You're in my personal space, so I should have some type of right to protect that.
I mean, bro, honestly, even at events though, like, I'll talk about the last situation with that Russian guy bothering Marab. Like, so you didn't see it, but as you were walking to the cage, this guy was saying some crazy shit or whatever, doing some, I don't know if he stuck up the middle finger, but then he said something in Russian, and it took Marab's attention, and Marab just told him like this, and then just gave him the finger, and we walked to the cage. Okay, you fight. We walk out. This fucking guy comes across the whole space, the floor seating, which is like, I don't even know how many rows, bro. You know, like, you gotta go through so many people, come across. You gotta do mad work to come across. Like, you're really looking for problems.
You're dedicated at that point.
Yeah. So then we're walking out through the other side, walking back to the back room, and then I see the guy again, whatever, you know, obviously I ignore him, he's saying some shit, and then he says something in Russian, and then I didn't see him grab Marab's hand or his arm, but I hear Marab screaming like, he touched me, when the security was pulling him back. So then, bro, you make contact, you're grounds to get hit, basically, you know, like, just don't, keep your hands to yourself. Like you said, if it's an event, you talk, whatever, all right.
Yeah.
Keep it a little bit, like, sporty, you know, don't make it personal or whatever, like the guy with Brian Ortega. Saying that's why Tracy left you, like, you make it personal, that's between me and you.
You gotta get smacked if you say some
That's
shit.
personal, bro. You're making it between me and you. You're not making a sport thing. You know, like, if you say, like, you suck or you lost, all right, that's sport. You know, you're going to get smashed, that's sport. But you make it personal, you touch a guy, you say something personal, that's between us. That's outside of the sport, you know? So that's just how I look at it. Maybe I'm wrong, of course, you know? I'm not saying it was a good thing I went and approached the guy. But when I heard Marab say he touched me, it's just instinct, you know? We're fighters at the end of the day, bro. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying it, but...
He swung at you, though.
He did swing, yeah. He did swing, because I went to go just grab his hand, tell him, like, yo, like, be respectful. He swung first, so of course, my reaction was to hit him. But it is what it is, you know? It's like if you go and you're just, like, poking a stick at a dog, what's the dog going to do? It's going to bite you. It's the same thing, like, we're fighters.
When you're a champion, you gotta just stay inside.
Yeah, I'm the ultimate crash out, bro.
Bro, because so many people will say shit to you, it's like someone's bound to get hit. You know what I mean?
That's why, I mean, bro, that's why Conor and Mayweather have security.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, God willing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Goyim.
Speaking of Goyim. Wait,
Bryce
Jake,
Mitchell.
can you elaborate what a Goyim is for the viewers that don't know what a Goyim is?
I think you guys know more than me.
No, come on, bro.
Well, I'm not Jewish.
Honestly, I don't really know. To be honest.
Nah, don't be shy now.
I just think it's funny that I'm just going along with your guys' joke.
I felt like it was your joke.
The first time I heard about it was from that video Dennis sent, and then now it's stuck. I don't even really.
That's actually mad
No,
funny.
it's I'm pretty sure it's someone who isn't Jewish, and shit like that.
Basically, yeah. From what I know, it's like a non-Jewish person, like a Gentile. But
So really, you guys are the goyim.
we're the goyim.
Yay!
Good goy.
Are we good goyams
We're
or
good
bad?
goyas.
You're a bad little goyim.
Fuck.
Naughty.
No.
Yo, I'm cutting this.
Nah, this is uncensored, bro.
Yo, Bryce Mitchell, bro. Fucking. Yo,
I don't think we said anything bad, right?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think that's
100%,
bad.
nah. I think Jews would fuck with us. Yeah, all right. Jake's the spokesperson.
Bro, Bryce Mitchell just straight up co-signed Hitler.
How did that make you feel as a Jewish man?
And you know Bryce.
I don't expect much from Bryce. No offense to Bryce, but I'm not. That's exactly what I think he would say.
But you wouldn't go fishing with Hitler?
I think Hitler would gas me if I went fishing with him. Someone in my family who doesn't really watch MMA hits me up and they're like, "Yo, what's up with this Bryce Mitchell guy? I can't believe Dana's gonna let him stay in the UFC." And if you watch UFC, obviously it doesn't surprise you at all that Dana's gonna let him stay. But I was just curious, should there be? I'll say my opinion, but what do you? I want to know what you guys think. Should there be more repercussions for saying just some blatantly? I think it's I'm not saying I'm offended, but I'm just saying it's blatantly anti-Semitic, straight up co-signing Hitler as a good guy. This guy is responsible for 11 million people dying in concentration camps. Should there be more?
I thought it was 6.
That's 6 million Jews, but 5 million other people died in the concentration camps too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, gypsies, gays.
Let's look at what he really said. He said these people came in, they're promoting gay, they're promoting all this crazy stuff, they bankrupt the country. He wants to defend his country. But that's his argument. I'm not agreeing with anything. Obviously, I'm not saying kill anybody. That's crazy. Hitler's evil, bro. Point blank, period. But this was his argument. So is it taken so far extreme because he's talking about Hitler? You know, let's say, I don't even know what to compare
I think
it to.
where he lost everybody was saying that he would go fishing with him.
Yeah,
Just
that's crazy, yeah.
He don't think he was that bad of a guy. I was like, damn. For you to try to make a point, I don't think once you say that, I think you lose just about everybody.
He wasn't even trying to make a point. He was saying it as if everyone agreed with him.
He just glorified Hitler?
He was just like it wasn't even a controversial thing to say. He's so.
Did you listen to the whole thing? Because I didn't.
No, I mean I listened to the clip of that.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to that shit, bro. I'm gonna fucking listen to retard music for fucking 2 hours.
No, not. I meant that part that he was talking about that.
I listened to that part.
Because I was hearing that his co-host or whatever, the host wasn't really saying anything.
Just letting him go on?
Yeah, or chimed in maybe a few times. I didn't listen to the whole thing, so I was just curious if you did. Because I don't know what point he was trying to make.
But I'm not, I'm saying, the point that I said earlier, just going back, I'm not saying I agree because I disagree. Hitler's evil. But why is he saying that? If someone came to Long Island and started breaking up families, or just breaking down your country, your space, your area, how would you react? Promoting gay, promoting trans, breaking down your money. I'm asking.
I mean, I'm sure Bryce is under the impression that that's what was happening.
Well, from what he read, yeah.
Yeah. So if that's the impression he's under, then it's more understandable how he could come to that conclusion. I just don't really know that was true.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was at all. Like, what I was taught was that if, like, Jews could only work in banks because they were ostracized from all other professions. So, like, that was the one area they could work as professionals in that society.
In Germany?
Yeah. Like, there was, and I've heard these, like, things about, oh, they were promoting gay this, trans that, but, like, I don't know, was that even a fucking thing in the 40s? Like, honestly, like, maybe there was one Jewish doctor on some wild shit, but, like,
yeah.
Like, I've said this before when we talk about conspiracy theories, it's like, yo, like, it's easy to, like, hone in on, like Jew theories, right? But, like, every culture has their shit that's, like, fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, every single culture. Like, and also, like, every culture has, like, a powerful group within it that controls a big sector of the economy.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, with Jews, people say it's the media. With Muslims, it's fucking oil. With China, it's China's its own fucking communist thing, you know? Like, with Albanians, it's Coke, you know?
Yeah.
It's, like, you see what I'm saying? It's
I
like,
do.
There's just every culture has their thing. So I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like Bryce is like, I don't know if he would have said this 3 years ago. Like, I think it's just a wave he might be, like, on right now because that's, like, a red pill thing to think, but...
I have been seeing that, like, a lot of, like, Hitler propaganda on TikTok.
Yeah.
People, like, really glorifying Hitler right now. It's like a big thing, yeah.
You know,
I don't be seeing none of this
like,
shit.
Parts of his speeches that were, like, translated in AI.
Yeah, exactly.
That are, like, very, like, it's easy to agree with. What he's saying at that point. Like, I hear the same part over and over and over.
Right, and I see all the comments like, you know, whatever, just defending it and supporting it, yeah, which is crazy.
I mean, it's easy to clip out one thing and just, like...
That's media, though.
It's easy to clip out Hitler sounding mad patriotic and, like, think he sound like, be like, and, like, glorify that one thing, but then it's also like, bro, this guy made concentration camps to, like, kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just Jews. It was everybody that wasn't, like, blonde hair, blue eyes, or looked like Hitler. You know what I mean? So,
which is crazy because she doesn't even have blonde hair, blue eyes. I thought that was the craziest
like,
thing.
He made that exception for him.
Yeah.
Bro, he would have killed you, Dennis. He would have killed you, Aljo. He would have killed Bryce Mitchell. He would have killed every Mexican person. He would have killed everybody that didn't have blonde hair, blue eyes, or the mustache. So, like, it's just like, it's like funny. It's like very ironic that's like, this is a popular perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
It's easy to look at one thing.
But honestly, I agree with Dana's free speech. Because then it's a slippery slope. Once you take one thing away, then you take another thing away. Free speech is a weird, like, you suppress that a little bit, then that's a big problem, I think.
Shit, you got Marvin Vittori over here dropping the M-bomb, and I'm just like, what's, you know, it's like...
I mean, there's free speech, but then there's consequences too. Like, you get snuffed.
It's just, like, stupid.
You know? But, you know, if someone goes and runs up on Bryce, that's, you know, it's a consequence of his action. But no one's saying he can't say what he says. Or anyone, for that matter.
Yeah. No, I like Dana's policy.
I do too.
Keep the same energy all the time.
Yeah, because what else would you do for, like, repercussions? I know people have been talking about that. Like, I don't really know how you handle that situation other than make him fight at 205. Yeah, I seen enough. Give him Alex Pereira. I don't know.
Yeah, Bryce, all right, here's Ilya again. Run that back.
Or, bro, Natan Levy, Israeli Jew. Make that fight.
That would be, but I think Bryce would beat him.
But it's a fight.
So that's what.
He gets punched in the face for what he says.
Bad for Jews.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yo, Bryce was right.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but, like, real punishment though, like, seriously, I don't know what that would look like. What would that actually like? What would the UFC do that would be other than cut him? But I'm not sure if his belief or his research. I don't want to say it's his belief. What he thinks he researched is what he thinks he knows to be correct. And that doesn't mean it is correct. And I think there's room for him to be educated in that space, which I don't know if that necessarily, it's not like someone coming in with the Nazi symbol and saying like, I'm straight up Nazi. You know what I mean? I've seen someone have a Nazi symbol and the UFC cut him because he had ties to that. That was like years ago. I remember that happening. It was a guy in my weight class. It's not like he's doing that. So, you know, I think that's where it makes it a little bit more challenging on what you do and how you handle that situation. But I still think there's room for growth. And I know there was one person saying like what he thinks is what he believes. And that could truly be the thing. But I don't know if he necessarily said it. Because again, I didn't watch the clip in its entirety. I just saw that one 20, 30-second bit and didn't get to hear the whole explanation of why he thought the way that he did. And I think there should be room for conversation for education. And I think Jan Blachowicz was probably one of the best guys who handled the situation the best in terms of wanting to educate him in X, Y, and Z and giving him some explanation and saying like he's willing to take him around and show him all the atrocities of Hitler. And I think that's a starting ground. You know, so in terms of a punishment, I'm not really sure how you handle that other than just giving him Alex Pereira. Like, if you're not going to give him Alex Pereira, then I don't know what else you're gonna do.
Actually, bro, that would be extremely interesting to see Bryce
Prison Pereira.
or if Bryce go to like Warsaw and like see some concentration camps.
Yeah.
Like that would be very, like if they could record that or something, that would be really interesting to see. Like if that changes his mind at all, you know.
Yeah, but I think he's one of those guys. It seems like he does a ton of research, whether or not he's researching the correct stuff. And that's the problem with so much information out there, not knowing what's actually real and not or sourced. I think there's room for him to have some growth and actually learning and changing his ideologies and what he actually believes in. So I think that's good. It's not like someone who's dead set in their ways and they say this and you're never going to change me. So I think it's a little bit different where to cut him, I think is a little extreme. Because it's not like he put on a full-on Nazi symbol and saying like, yo, I'm off with the Jews kind of a thing. It's not like he's doing that. He's giving his opinion of what he thinks that he thought was correct from stuff that he saw. And again, I don't know. I don't want to say education in Arkansas is bad because there are some very intellectual people down there, like real high-level scholars. So, you know, you don't want to do that and try to put everyone in a box from the area because I think there's room for growth. I think there's a lot of room for growth for him.
I like what you said though about Jan wanting to take him to Poland and see the museums and stuff. Like, instead of just punishing people, because you're not fixing the behavior, you're not fixing the bad pattern, but you educate them, then it's like punishment is just a Band-Aid on top of something like a bad thing. But you educate them, then you kind of break this bad pattern. You
change the cycle a bit.
Exactly, change the cycle. I think education, at the end of the day, no one can take away your education. So I think actually that just opened my mind up a lot, actually. Fixing a lot of the problems in the world is just education.
A lot of education, yeah. But
I would be cool if that would be really cool if Bryce took him up on that. That would be.
I think he should.
Really interesting.
And then get his perspective after. Yeah.
Because like, I'm sure it's easy to come to those conclusions, but then and I haven't even seen those museums. Like I've been to Holocaust museums, but I haven't seen the ones over there. But like it'd be like I'm sure it's hard to hold that same perspective after seeing all that, seeing a concentration camp, like seeing where the bodies were stacked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that probably just changes your heart. You know.
You would think, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. But,
and speaking of, I'm ready for my reparations. My 40 acres and a goddamn mule. So.
Why a mule? Why not a horse?
That's what they said they were gonna give us.
Yeah?
Yeah. Said 40
Shit.
acres and a mule. I don't hear nobody crying for us though. Fuck. Jake.
Yo, I'll take 40 acres and a mule too. Shit.
No, you don't get 40. I get 40 acres and a mule. Your skin color's a little different.
I get 10.
No, it's not the same. All right. I don't know if we got anything else.
But, I mean, I had what should Izzy do next, but I know you guys got to train soon.
Yeah, we got training. Irv Gotti died.
I say Izzy should just hang it up.
I was so sad watching Izzy lose.
I say he takes one more.
Did he like become chinny or something, or like what happened?
Nah, bro, that was a clean ass right hand.
Yeah.
That shit was mean.
But that's like, what's that, like 3 in a row, or like 3 of his last 4?
He lost to DDP and then to Strickland. Before that, he beat Pereira. Before that, he lost to Pereira. Man. It reminds me, like, we were just having a conversation with Latife, like, when you go through these wars or, like, these extreme things, like, you leave a piece of yourself in there.
100%.
I think maybe, like, that rivalry with Pereira was, like, his last bit of fighting spirit. Not last bit, but, like, he left a piece of himself in there. Going, 2 back-to-back fights with Pereira, taking shots from him. Maybe he's just not the same. Maybe age caught up a little bit. His reflexes aren't as sharp. I don't know. What do you think?
My personal opinion, I think he could do one more. I think he just got caught cleanly. Like, he blocked the one, but the 2 came over the top, and it just wasn't there. Clean shot on the chin. I mean, anybody gets caught with that, they're probably getting dropped. And then he caught him with another left hook while his head was pinned against the cage, and that put him down.
Yeah.
It's just like, you ain't recovering after those 2 big monster shots in the span of 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That just all happened so fast, and there's so much impact. I think from a technical standpoint, he looked sharp. He looked crisp. He was picking some sick kicks, nasty kicks to the body, good reads, good feints. He looked good. It's just he got caught. And sometimes you have your time in the sun. It's just the same thing we were even talking about. It's like, for me, like, I don't want to go on a skid when it's like, damn, I missed the wave of when I should have probably just stopped. But you just never know, right? You just really just never know.
Yo, my camera just overheated. I'm just letting you know.
Damn. So it's off?
Yeah.
How did-
the file saved.
Okay. All right. So with that said, we'll wrap on this. Guys, check out funkharborspirits.com. We got the Funk Age limited edition, now gold medalists from WSWA. Go check them out and see how prestige of an award this actually is. On top of that, we got the White Room coming February 17th to the States. Gonna get some distribution around the country. In some states, the majority of the ones that we already are in, Nevada, California, Florida, New York, New Jersey. If you guys want to purchase it at the liquor stores, all you literally have to do is go to the liquor store and tell them, hey, I want to buy a bottle of Funk Harbor, but you guys don't have it. And then they're going to be like, well, we should probably get it, because if it's going to sell, we should probably sell it and make some money. And that's how it works. So help me out so I can help you out and bring you the funk. With that said, we're going to get some training in with some of these crazy guys at the Bangtao Gym. Doing an MMA session today. Bro, trying to teach these guys is so chaotic. I'm like talking, one guy's trying to translate, then the other guy's talking, one guy's drifting away, then they're coming back asking, hey, what did you show? How'd you? And I'm just like, this is different. I'm like, guys, Smith.
I don't remember.
All right, whatever. Yeah. I was trying to say look in Russian, but with that said,
Smitrista?
Smith, yeah, something like that. Whatever. I'll look it up on my Google Translate again. Gonna have a good session, and today we got a press conference. We'll see how that goes. We got a special guest today. Should be very, very interesting. Gonna ride my scooter.
Yeah, it's insane.
Crashes.
We saw this old lady crash right in front of us yesterday, bro. We felt so bad. Aljo went, picked up the bike. I tried to help her off of it. That was crazy. And it happened right in front of us. Like, if we passed the car, that would have been one of us.
Yo, for real.
Bro, when I crashed my bike in Bali in front of Aljo, he just laughed at me. Like, I didn't get any of this stuff.
I would have laughed too, bro. He said you hit the curb. How do you hit a curb?
Yo, bro, it was so stupid.
Bro,
He went up a ramp.
Fucking, like, he didn't help me up or nothing.
He
Like,
thought this was BMX, bro. Jake thought there was BMX on the scooter. I'm like, no, Jake, it's not a Huffy.
bro,
It's not a mongoose.
I'm his camera guy. I've been there cutting weight with him. But this old fucking stranger lady gets fucking helped up. She gets a kiss on the cheek. What the fuck?
She was a Goyim, bro. She needed help.
I don't get a kiss on the cheek.
Listen, you ran up the ramp. I don't know what direction you were going in. I thought it was a joke that you were playing. And then when I saw you fall backwards, I was like, damn.
I hit the gas
Yo.
too hard on accident, and I like couldn't control it. Like I lost control.
I wish you could see how this played in my head. 'Cause my visual of this was just crazy. I was right behind him. I was like, yo, bro, what? I was like, how? He drives perfect when he's drunk, when he's drinking the day before, when he first gets there. And then the next day, he's sober and crashes the bike. I'm like, bro, how?
I finessed it so good, hammered.
That's amazing,
The next
actually.
day, bro, it was bad.
Yeah, not great. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, guys. We need this 20 minutes to get to the gym on time. We'll see you guys next time. Jake, stay black. See you.